Hi, you're watching Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works. My name is Mackenzie, or KenzeRestricted, here on Facebook and YouTube. Today is September 22nd, and this week we are talking about plateaus and stalls and how long are you in them? Did you have any on your journey? Things of that nature. So let's talk about when I was more in the losing phase. I did have a couple of plateaus. I would say that they lasted for maybe no more than a week. I didn't really ever have one of those like month plateaus that I recall. I might have stayed in the 170s for an extended period of time, or what I felt like was an extended period of time. But you know, I was losing probably 10 pounds a month, 10 to 12 pounds a month, which is, you know, a lot of weight to be losing in a month. I know, you know, we think about the beginning of our journeys when we're losing, you know, 20 pounds a month. And for the long term, you know, if you have a significant amount of weight to lose, that's really probably too much weight to be losing so quickly. I mean, now if you're, you know, in the, you know, upper 300, 400 range, you probably will lose 20 pounds at the beginning, you know, for the first couple of months, which I really contribute is more water weight that you're losing. When you're that heavy, you know, fat is 95% water, so you're losing a lot of that just retained water weight. Once you get down, you know, into the, you know, maybe into Wonderland, or even in the 200 for some people, jumping down those 10-pound increments can go slower because your body is, you know, trying to level out a little bit. You know, that's why we also are challenged with things like, you know, hair loss. I know some people, you know, the skin issues, and if you're losing slower, sometimes those issues are not as significant. Again, if you have, you know, 200, 300 excess pounds to lose, then yeah, you're probably gonna have some skin issues. But for my own personal journey, I was probably, you know, like I said, losing 10 pounds a month. Now, when I got down to the 160s, and actually now that I'm back up again, when I look at myself at that weight, I was probably happy with where I was at. I would have called that gold now. But at the time, you know, I was reaching for that stupid BMI number that I just could not get out of my head, which would have been 140. So technically, at the time, I would have been in a stall in the 160s, 165 range. I don't now obviously see that as a stall, but I definitely think that, you know, the things that I did to get myself out of a stall was, number one, I didn't stress about it. I tried not to think, you know, I'm a failure because I'm stuck at 165, or I'm a failure because I was stuck in the 190s I think it was the 180s. I think I said the 170s, but I really think it was the 180s that I was in for a significant amount of time. And I tried not to beat myself up about it. You know, I had lost, almost 70 pounds at that point, so it was like, really? You're going to beat yourself up about 70 pounds? I tried to, you know, not, a lot of people will, I want to go liquids, or, you know, something to kickstart a weight loss, but I kind of feel like when you do that, you really just dehydrate yourself, so you're just knocking off, again, more water weight. You know, you have to be smart about it. Change your fitness, you know, keep your food the same, or even increase your food sometimes will help. I think we all jump to, let's decrease, and increase, you know, exercise, increase, I don't know what else. Another thing that I also did to help me was increase my water. Water, I'm telling you, if I would drink 100 ounces of water a day, I'd probably lose 10 pounds a week. You know, water in is water out, so going to the bathroom a lot is not a bad thing. Now, you know, if your bowel movements become, you know, liquidy, then you've got a problem there, but, I mean, going to, you know, number one is not a problem at all. I don't care if you go to the bathroom, you know, my doctor told me, I don't care if you go to the bathroom 20 times a day, drink your water. So right now I'm a little bit in a stall, trying to get this pregnancy weight off, mainly because I'm not doing anything to get the weight off. Breastfeeding has been very, very, very rewarding. I love it. It's, you know, like the most rewarding thing, you know, unpaid job I've ever had in my life. But it causes you to be very, very hungry, and if you don't eat, I have noticed that, the days that I'm at work and I'm not eating as much as I typically would when I'm at home, my supply drops significantly. And, feeding my child is number one. So if that means I have to be fat for the next year, then that is totally, totally fine with me. My baby is way more important than wearing a size 10, wearing a size 6, whatever. With that being said, I'm currently in a size 16, if you wanted to know. I'm 5'3", and so, I think when the time comes, then I'll jump back into the fitness really strong. But at this point, I'm trying to let my body sort of regulate itself to get into a normal with the baby and going back to work. And it's a lot. I mean, I think that I didn't really anticipate how much attention, I don't want to say attention, but yeah, like attention that she would require. I thought that maybe when she was sleeping I would have time to work out, but really it becomes, when she's asleep, I'm constantly trying to ready myself for the next day at work, with all of my pumping supplies and whatnot. So I think that if you're in a stall, the best advice I can give you is, just don't stress about it. The weight is going to come off. If you're doing, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, the rules, then you're doing all the right things. Your body is just trying to regulate itself, and, it doesn't always do what we want it to. When you step on the scale and you only lost a pound, sometimes that can be really devastating to people. And, I always tried to look at it as even an ounce gone is better than an ounce, gained or maintained. So, it's baby steps. And, it's kind of like, I honestly look at it kind of like being pregnant. When you're pregnant, it feels like the longest 9 months of your life, especially if you're like me and you found out you were pregnant like at 3 weeks. It's the longest damn 9 months of your life. You cannot wait. And the anticipation of having a baby and the nervousness that comes along with it is sort of like the weight loss journey. It takes a long time to lose, 100 pounds. It's not gonna happen overnight. Now, for some people, it does seem to happen much more quickly. But for me, it was really slow. I mean, it took me almost 2 years. And then it took me, 9 months to gain it back. So, if it takes me another 2 years to lose it, that's fine. That just means I get to enjoy the journey longer. And the struggles that come along with it make you a stronger, more confident person, and I'm totally down for that. So, I hope that helps. I think I answered all the questions. Anyways, I will see you guys back next week. We have another viewer question. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their weekend. I am currently pulling into the lake house, so yeah, talk about some good, healthy fitness. Where am I supposed to park? Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.